Hello to all of the North Node signs out there. This is Samara, and welcome to Feminist Alchemist. I'm just doing this recording one introduction for all of the signs. Just seemed easier. So, welcome. These readings are for the North Node and only the North Node. I don't focus on any other placement. One day I'll give you the whole story as to why, one day not far from now. But yeah, so if you're not sure if your North Node is in the sign that you are watching now, then do check out the link in the description box to the Feminist Alchemist website, where there is a North Node chart, and you can look up your birthday and see where the North Node was on that day. If you are not very clear on what the North Node signifies in your chart, it is not really a planet or an object. It's a mathematical point, and it signifies your soul's direction, your soul's longing for fulfillment in this lifetime, what it would like to experience. I do have a short video also linked in the description box where you can see how my guides have described the North Node to me, at least back when I first started digging into this topic. Yes, so these are general readings. Not everything is going to resonate with you. So just take what strikes a chord, and the rest you can leave to whoever else in your North Node collective needs to hear that message at this time. Feel free to like and share this video. Do also subscribe to the Feminist Alchemist channel. It helps me connect with your energy more strongly for the purpose of these readings and other readings that I do as well. What else do you need to know? So this spread that I use has been given to me by my guides, and every North Node session has a different we start off the same, but there's always one special kind of wild card, I would call it. And for this year, for this 3-month time period from the summer solstice until 3 months from the summer solstice, so from June 21st to September 21st, we are looking at what I will ask what past life information, what past lives specifically are being brought back into your conscious awareness now in order to aid your spiritual development, your ascension, your soul's expansion. So let me run down all of the different sections of this reading. They will all be time-stamped in the description box below for you to easily navigate and come back to at any point in this 3-month window if you want to review any section. So section 1 is your universal energies, so the highest vibrational energies that they're all available to you right now, but these are the ones that are showing up most prominently for you to work with for your expansion. The second set of cards I pull are for your 5D self, higher self, future self, and messages that come from that source for what energies, parts of your life you should focus on for your highest good at this time. In the 3D, or the next set of cards is the 3D reality. That's what's showing up in your physical reality as opportunities for expansion at this time. Then I pull cards asking how to bridge your 3D reality with your 5D reality. What are the strategies that you can use to help you elevate your awareness, your consciousness, and ultimately improve your life in the next 3 months. The next set of cards I pull is the wild card. Wild cards, there's always 4 of them, 4 or more. And that, as I said, this time around has to do with what is being brought up from your soul's memories in order to be integrated into your current life. This could be your past lives. It could also be past experiences in this lifetime. And then I pull your final oracles, and that is it. I will say off, just as a little disclaimer, I am using this really awesome and very direct deck for your 3D this time. It's a tarot deck that has a lot more cards. It's called, well, I'm not really doing promo of decks, so yeah. but this particular deck, every card is unique. It has like 7 death cards in it. And I have actually only used it for myself up to now. So when I use it in this reading, I will have to sometimes refer to the book to even know which cards are which. For example, there's cards in there that don't really, show up in a normal deck. But yeah, this deck, well, when I use it, it gives me some very direct answers. It's not like it's mean. It's not a mean deck, but it's definitely blunt. It's a blunt deck, but for your highest good. So with that, I will let you now enjoy your reading, and I will see you again soon. Hello, Aquarius North Node. Welcome to your reading for the solstice and 3 months beyond. Let's go straight into your cards, your universal energies. I should have made this announcement in the opening, but I should be changing my format soon. I don't know if I'm going to do one more round of 3-month readings and then change it, or if I'm going to change it now, from now on. But anyway, when you check back here, I guess you and I will both know the deal. Okay, so this deck is not the one I usually start with. It's from the same creator, which is why they look very similar. But I will have to grab the guidebook to know which of these cards, like what the names are of these cards. So I'm just going to get all 4 of them, or 5 it looks like. I'm going to get all of them and then do a quick, oops, there it goes, quick look. You got 6 cards in total. Okay, number 18, number 7, 42, which adds to 6, number 8, 33, and 5. Okay. So in the first position, you have the Wisdom Guide and Heart, Body, Mind. What is this called again? No, Heart, Mind, sorry. Wisdom Guide and Heart, Mind. And then you've got number 42 is Light Body Guide. Then you have Balance. And then you have Alignment is number 5, and Lion Guide is number 33. So in your overarching energies, Aquarius North Node, you know what? I forgot to read you the words that came out in your meditation, in your pre-meditation. So let me read that to you first. So the words, sentences that came when I was pre-shuffling your cards, I got discipline, grounding spiritual practice, observation, recognition of signs or patterns, headaches, ankles, faltering at things you used to do well or things that you used to do not working for you anymore. I saw gold, I saw baseball game, letting go of anxieties and how you believe things. No, letting go of anxieties or letting go of how you believe things should or will be. So we'll see how that may resonate with you already, that may not. We'll see how that unfolds during the course of the reading. But with Wisdom Guide and Heart Mind, I feel that you have the opportunity to look at your world from a different perspective. And the world will change for you from how you view it in the next 3 months. That's where the change will begin. You will have wisdom. You have the opportunity to have the wisdom of your past inform your present, but in your future. But in this way where you are more, your heart and your mind are more aligned. So any fear or anxiety-based responses, I feel you're going to become more aware of those. And so this knowledge that you have, you're going to be able to use more beneficially to yourself and others. Light body guide has been coming up for quite a few signs. It's about, for me, for every sign, it has felt different. For you, it feels like a lot of negativity has the potential. You have the potential, the opportunity to release a lot of negativity in your auric fields, which also would affect your physical body. For a lot of us, this is long-standing stuff. Like this is... and you have the opportunity to recognize patterns where things have happened over and over again in your life, like experiences that you have relived or have lived over and over again because you've approached the challenge the same way every time and responded the same way every time. We'll get more into that as we go through the different rounds of cards, but you'll be able to restore balance because you will see your side of the equation more clearly. Not for blame, shame, or guilt, but simply for empowerment. Your guides do want you to know that what comes up, don't take it as you're going to go back and ruminate over lost opportunities or what could have been, should have been. You have all of the lessons that you need now to create what needs to be created, what is, I don't want to use the word begging, but that's the word they're giving me. What is begging you to be created, right? And at the time, at a more appropriate time. Like this is just a prime time for a lot of us to become this new version, expanded version of ourselves. And that comes in alignment and lion guide. With alignment, you will find you have the opportunity to align with a much bigger dream, with a much higher purpose, with a much bigger sense of self, simply because I want to change this light. Hold on. Yeah, I like that color better. Because you're not going to be bogged down by lower energies or by habitual actions that are unaware, by actions that are unaware of yourself. I feel an increased sense of awareness of yourself, and this alignment is going to be like, they're showing me this line here. It's like when you get aligned, it'll go shoot, like very quick. Everything will be quick. The lion guide will take you quickly and boldly down the path. And then there may be a moment of not alignment and you'll pause, right? And then be in the heart mind and get aligned and think about what it is that you are trying to accomplish, or how you're being triggered, or what you need to learn, etc., etc. So let's get to the next round of cards so we can get into this more deeply. I find it very interesting that you have the lion guide as, Aquarius North Node / Leo South Node. So you may find that some of your South Node traits are going to be there in order to propel you forward on your North Node trajectory, which is great. Let's see what your 5D has to say. We have realization, 5D self, future self, higher self. What are the messages for Aquarius North Node? Third chakra, duality. That's a lot of cards. And I'm just seeing what's going on here. Do you want all of these? I'm feeling not, but I do need to shuffle. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, you have attraction. Okay, so your 5D, oops, just have a little equipment failure there. So, realization. Your 5D self is suggesting to you in the next 3 months that you really get to know yourself beyond how you have categorized yourself in the past, how you have characterized yourself in the past, and beyond how others have categorized or characterized you. They say it's holding you back, it's holding you in a lower vibration. Some may be true, some may not be true. Some may be true but can change if you decide that you don't want that to be the case anymore, right? And they always want you to know that, your ego is a tool. Your ego and your personality is like a tool of how you interface with the world. And that always has room for further development if you are dedicated to spiritual work and to inner work. So let me read the card because I think that summarizes exactly what I was saying. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. So know that you can change how you express yourself in the world, even if your personality doesn't change per se, right? How you utilize it can be different. And you don't need to apologize for being who you are, how you are, but you can let people know that that's how you are, right? Like they just flashed an example to me. For example, I have a colleague who is very much like right in the moment, will tell you how she's feeling if something bothered her, if, and I'm the opposite. I need to process. I can come back 2 weeks later and say that thing that you said at dinner that time, right? So is either way good or bad? No, because for me, taking the time to process the feelings that come up prevent me from cursing at someone, and potentially blowing a situation out of proportion or burning a bridge or making things, difficult to navigate and find compromise in because of the emotions behind the discussion. So my point is, you being different does not make how you are wrong. But you need to be honest with yourself and accept yourself as you are first as well. And if people ain't down with it, they ain't down with it, and they can keep moving. And this is part of the strength that they want you to have. There is no one right way for us to navigate life. We're all on our unique journeys as well that require us to have different experiences. You know, you can read an article online or a magazine, if anyone still reads magazines, and they can give you, how to attract a man, how to set boundaries, how to, that's all well and good advice. How to honor your partner, how to make a woman feel special. Here's the, you have your way of doing things. You have your love language. You have your experiences in the past that inform your present. And all of your experiences that you're going through are tools for you to learn. And they also are helping you become the being that plays a certain role in our collective. So it's necessary for you, 3 + 8 is 11, it's necessary for you to be strong in who you are and to honor who you are by accepting all of those facets of yourself, all of your wisdom, all of your past experiences, all of your inner promptings from the universe as well, your divine communications. I'm getting for some of you that you are in groups where you may be the only one who is having kind of a psychic awakening. And it may feel, challenging. Because I'm getting the energy from this alignment card, the 5, that it's like the changes that are happening to align you with your higher self, your higher purpose, are a challenge. And this is where also the 3rd chakra comes in, of discipline. That came out in your pre-meditation. The energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can set a course towards our goals. As we said, you can be who you want to be. You can express your energy how you want to express it. And it doesn't have to be any way that anyone has done it before you. So having spiritual discipline, also just having the resolve to be yourself. And it may be I feel that for some of you, it's quite a discovery process as well. I feel a resistance to what's the word I'm looking for? Falling into line with the status quo, or falling into line with a group. Although, as an Aquarius North Node community is quite important, they want you to understand, though, that, because this is kind of the energy I'm getting from this duality card, it's like, while you want to be in community, there's a part of you that still wants to be unique. And that is good. There's a card that I'm thinking of for you that may come out. I'm not going to, maybe the synergy card, we'll see. That'll be way towards the end. But this is about, for me, people think of community as everyone needing to be the same. Often, not all the time. But the communities of the new earth, the communities of the new age, are ones that are, synergistic, collaborative. Everyone plays their part by being their full, authentic self. And so this is coming by the balance card. So it's like your need for community and your need for individuality will be something that you're going to navigate and possibly find, I don't want to call it compromises, because I just feel that it's a sense of balance, and you'll have a different, as I said, your world will change because you start to see things differently. And And what's interesting for me is like this is commitment and freedom also seems like two sides of a very different coin. Like, this is not 13 and 31. It's 13 and 21. But it feels like devoting yourself to a path. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting clarity here. There is a necessity for you to rectify within yourself what your idea of community is, what your idea of discipline and commitment is, or commitment to a group, and discover freedom within devotion. The commitment to yourself is what is going to bring freedom. And this can be any way of, for each of you, the balancing of what kind of community you want to be a part of, how much you want that to be a part of your life. The balance of individuality and community is going to be different for each of you in terms of what criteria, what still makes you feel free within routine, what still makes you feel free within a group, within a community. But the commitment here I'm seeing is a commitment to honor all of your desires as real and possible, and that you are working towards that. You are in the process of, you are living that truth, whether it's very apparent on the outside or not. I think I spent a little too long on this section. And within that, once you make that commitment to yourself, you will start to feel the freedom to create whatever you want, and the freedom to just feel joyful and content in your day-to-day life. Checking your 3D, what's happening in your 3D reality that's showing up as opportunities for expansion. We have the Hermit. So this is the tarot deck I was talking about in the intro. So we'll see. Aquarius North Node, what is going on in their 3D reality? The Star. Knight of Rings. So that's unique to this deck. I have to look that one up. And the Five of Cups. Okay, well, all upright, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hole, which is like the void. I called this the Hermit, right? Yeah, okay, good, because for some reason, the word Hierophant is on like the tip of my tongue, but it's not the Hierophant, it's the Hermit. Going within, they're showing me this thread. I feel like you are going to be seeing the connections. You have situations arise in the next 3 months that are going to be clear evidence of your outer world mirroring your inner world. And in your pre-meditation, we had the recognition of signs and patterns. This thread, I feel like you'll be seeing a common thread in many relationships, many situations in your life that will help you be clear about what vibration you're emitting, be clear about what beliefs you are operating on and how that is affecting your life. This is meant to empower you, once again, I see you having a lot of interactions, group interactions, and possibly feeling isolated from the group and needing to kind of reflect on why that is. Because there's something that wants to shine and be uncovered with the star. There is a more authentic, more joyful, more optimistic, more powerful you that is wanting to be revealed. And I feel that you will, it's in the upright, so I feel that you may get opportunities to shine in ways that you did not have before. I feel that anxiety could play a role because you may be asked to lead something that you lead in a way that you're usually not asked to. Or to play a role that it does resonate with your true self, but you haven't had that opportunity before. So there may be some nerves about that. The Knight of Rings, it's the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, which I had a feeling about, but I had to double check that. This could be another person or it can be you. Definitely I'm feeling support in moving forward. I feel that you will have someone to look to or someone who encourages you to move down this path that will bolster your confidence in whatever it is you're trying, whatever transformation it is you're trying to ground, however you're trying to expand. I feel like someone will see this and be supportive of it in the next 3 months. I feel this person coming in. It feels like, someone who is incarnated, so someone in a physical body, but for some of you, it could be a guide. But I also get there are going to be, if you do go down this path, there are going to be opportunities for you to establish stability, wealth, a strategy for moving forward. And this is why your commitment on this side is so important, because your commitment is what leads to the support coming in and or the intuitive hits, the synchronicities, the signs of how to actually ground all of this into something realistic, doable, and fully achievable. But you will have, in the next 3 months, with the Five of Cups, some losses or disappointments. I feel this in the form of just things from a life that no longer really fits you falling away. And we're all going through those things. It's just different for each of us as to what exactly is falling away. Some of us it's friends, some of us it's career, Some of us have to move. Some of us is clothing, right? How we present ourselves in the world. Some of us, it's habits and behaviors and routines. So you will have something that used to give you a sense of security will no longer be there. And this is where the strength has to come in. I'm going to now look at how to bridge the 3D and the 5D. How can Aquarius North Node bridge the 3D and the 5D? What is your advice? How can Aquarius North Node bridge the 3D and the 5D? We have fairies, earth magic. River, movement. I felt moving as well. I mean, I said some of you are moving, but I did feel moving. But anyway, let me get all the cards before I start interpreting. Full moon, completion. Ooh. And I don't know why I keep seeing a baseball game. Maybe some of you are in like a company league or community center, like recreational league. I don't know. I don't know yet. Hopefully it will make sense at some point. Mountain strength. Okay, you got strength twice. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have winter solstice, reflection, which is the opposite of what this reading is. Right? I do have the feeling that the next 3 months for you may feel tedious. I'll just put that out there, but we'll see what the advice says now. So the fairies, earth magic. I know there's an inner child card in this deck, but in this one I really am getting like connecting to your inner sense of wonder, connecting to nature. The synergy card didn't come out for you, so that's fine. Connecting to nature. Okay, yes. When you are doing your alone time, they recommend that it's in natural settings as opposed to like just in your bedroom or, you know, however you can do it, whether it's a park, or you go for a walk. Even if you are like on public transportation and you can just focus on the nature that you're seeing as you're driving past, you know, that's also, they need you to acknowledge the earth. They need you to acknowledge the earth so that the earth can support you. The earth is a conscious being, right? A conscious being full of lots and lots of other consciousnesses. Right? So, and there's a lot of support there for you. And they are indicating that connecting to nature for you in those moments of solitude will also help you connect to your inner nature, which is what exactly they are encouraging you to do at this time. River, movement, do keep it moving, you know, do keep it going, do keep it light, do go with the flow. Don't resist the flow when it comes to the things that are falling away from your life. When resistance comes up, find out what it is. And the full moon is saying just don't leave things unfinished. Say what you need to say. If you have projects that you need to complete before you can move on from a job, for example, then do it. But do have, like, this Knight of Rings is planning. planning to leave nothing unfinished. Planning to leave nothing unfinished. No unfinished business going into this next phase of your life, and have the confidence to just say, yep, I'm done with this job on July 31st, right? Or, roommate, I need you to move out, and in the contract, I have to give you this much notice, right? Or I'm moving and here's your notice, right? But make sure that everything that you are bringing to a close is brought to a close with everything in the light. Every detail of a contract, every, emotion. Some of you may need to tell someone like it is, tell someone how you really feel. If you've been putting up with behaviors, compromising things so to get along, like I'll tell you, because this is the example they showed me. I had a big argument with a then, I don't know if you want to call it boyfriend, but someone I was seeing, and we didn't talk for a couple days. Fine, I was fully ready just for it to end, and he called, saying, oh, we could work things out, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, but the truth is, I just don't like you. And I was just like, yeah, over the couple days that I didn't spend with him, like really, he was a real drag on my energy, and I just didn't like him as a person. There was that, sometimes you have soul connections to people whose personality-wise is just like, they're not a good match for you in the 3D. And I just had to say, like, no, I just, like, no. I love you, but I don't like you. And that's not enough for me. So anyway, little side note story. Be honest about how you feel and leave nothing weighing on your energy. That is the message of the full moon completion card. In mountain strength, yes. Once again, resolve to your commitment, resolve to what you need to feel free. What do you need to feel like a free agent, free to make your own decisions, free to act, free to be, and don't let go of that vision for yourself. Form that vision in the highest light, where your freedom doesn't infringe on anyone else's, but hold the vision nonetheless. We are going to go now to your past life integration, or past experiences from this lifetime. What is coming up to be integrated to support you, to help you expand, to contribute to our collective expansion. We have the Crow, which is the magician in this deck. The Entertainer, the Seven of Trees. The Seven of Trees comes with the Two of Birds and the Six of Embers. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Lotuses. Yes, so this is coming on with the energy of the wisdom guide and the heart mind. You were very much a master manifester in some lifetime. I know, I could say this for every sign. As you believe in past lives, you know that you've been many, many, many things. So, but I'm also getting that if you do reflect on because the word observation came up in your premeditation. Let's connect that together. And to the Hermit card here, even if you look back on your life, you will see evidence of what you created from your own when your heart and mind was aligned, what you created. I feel the wisdom guide is assisting in waking you up to your manifestation abilities. The waking up of this ability or this soul memory, this past life, is to help you see how you've manifested in this life, even if a lot of those manifestations were unconscious. At this stage, it's not clear how that will develop past the 3 months. We're only looking in the next 3 months, but the next 3 months, this is meant to serve you as a tool to be able to observe yourself, see yourself more clearly, and see how your life has played out more clearly. Then we have the entertainer. You were a very joyful person, but somehow rooted, anchored into a specific place, situation that you could not leave, but you did make the best of that. You made lemons out of lemonade, and this made you a very amiable person, a person that people wanted to be around. And I feel that this is being brought up to you to be integrated so that you understand that your presence alone is worthy, is valuable. That's what I'm looking for. Your presence alone is valuable. And so if you have been trying to prove yourself by doing things, this will help you understand that who you are is more important than what you do. And what you do has to stem from who you are. Otherwise, the intentions are unclear and you start manifesting stuff you don't want to manifest. Or you feel bitter because you don't get in return what is valuable to you. I got a court jester in that as well. Like powerful, but bound to the king. Powerful in that is the only one who can insult the king without getting beheaded. Right. Anyway, moving on to the 7 of trees and the 2 of birds. They're showing me in both of these cards community. The 2 of birds is the 2 of air. And they're showing me the difference in the seasons here. So I feel that in more than one lifetime as well, you were part of a community. I mean, we were always part of a community. And back before internet and Amazon and public transportation, right? Villages were very much little worlds unto themselves, right? Maybe there was trade going on, as they're showing it here, with the food stands. I don't know if you can see that. There's little like market stands. Yeah. That sense of community and being a productive, valuable member of a community is coming back from your past lives specifically. The time of going through hardships together, but also going through harvest together. And I feel this is to indicate where it comes with balance and duality is like, yeah, individual doing everything alone has its pros and cons, and so is being in a community. It has its ups and downs, it has its challenges, it has, sometimes there's conflict that needs to be mediated, so on and so forth. And there's hard work in the summer to prepare for the winter, but in the winter you are comforted because you are, everyone has done the work to make sure that people are warm and fed throughout the winter. What is the point of this? The point is that you could go it alone, but you don't have to. And you will get a lot further if you let people in to support. Of course, there has to be respect on both sides. They're showing me this full moon completion. So there are people in your life who are not. I see you possibly, I see you possibly connecting with members of a community you used to live in, because you guys have contracted to be a community again. You've all gone through your stuff, how many lifetimes in between and all of the stuff that happened in this life. And you're ready to come together again and fully support each other. So I do see a soul family coming in, a soul tribe coming in that you, especially some that you exactly had a lifetime, at least one, but I'm almost positive it's more than one, but one very significant one where you lived and worked together for a common good, for the good of the community and such. So you can expect those people coming in. What number is the duality card? 18, and this is 8. I just got the feeling to look at it. 6 of Embers, which is 6 of Wands or 6 of Fire, however you want to interpret that. This was a very triumphant life where you navigated a lot of terrain. I wanted to say challenges, but they're showing me terrain. You navigated a lot of terrain to come to a very peaceful place. That was, I see like meditation. Sorry, the video stopped and I don't know how long ago it stopped. So I hope, okay. 6 of Embers. I see a journey. I see not a conquest, but I see you winning. But this winning was not over other people. It was like a spiritual quest, or a pilgrimage. That's what I'm looking for, a pilgrimage. You went through all of this different terrain to come to a place for spiritual enlightenment, if you will. And I feel that this is like a celebration of your accomplishments of that. So this pilgrimage you took alone, when you got there, the reward of getting to the place, to your destination, was even more fulfilling than coming back to the community and being, celebrated for having gone on the journey. And I feel that this is coming up in your life at this point because if you wrestle with socializing or how you socialize, fitting into a social group, they want you to know that your inner work is just as important. And you can be once again, this energy of the entertainer just by doing your inner work, just by being that example to others, you know. Also, this moving forward, as the Knight of Pentacles, living your life authentically and going with the flow and aligning to your higher purpose is part of your purpose, right? And in the next 3 months, they are not about forcing you or forcing, that's not the word, encouraging, you know, shoot. That video going off threw me off. It's not about you working to fit your environment more. It's about you tending to your inner environment. And this is why this kind of journey, pilgrimage, is coming up. For some of you, this pilgrimage was with a group, though. But I feel it's, for the vast majority of you, this pilgrimage was by yourself. Okay, time to pull your final oracles. What final messages do we have for Aquarius North Node? What final messages do we have for Aquarius North Node? Oh, that was a lot. Which one are we have? Okay, this one. Walking in beauty. Find this, right? Walking. This is the pilgrimage, the walking. I'll show you what flew out. Peace pipe, medicine woman, medicine man, and ancient forest. But I feel that walking in beauty is the one. And you have ancestors on the bottom of the deck. And then I'm going to pull from another deck here. And number 13 in reverse, solitude. Okay, so I'm going to read directly from the book. Okay, walking in beauty, and that was 444 on the new timer, now that we restarted the video. Radiant beauty surrounds you. You're beautiful inside and out, no matter what your age, your grace is growing, being in balance. As you walk in beauty and feel gratitude for it, your life will be filled with immense splendor. Whenever you can, spend time in natural, wild spaces. As you see and hear and feel beauty around you, your own beauty will grow. Your native spirit wants you to know. In Native American tradition, there's the concept of walking in beauty. It's called Hozo Naasha. I don't know if I pronounced that right, sorry. In the Navajo Diné tradition. And it means being in balance with a natural way of life. When we are in the right relationship with the natural world around us, we are walking in beauty. The more you sense and see beauty around you, in your environment, yourself, and your body, the more it will fill your life in all forms. Never say anything about yourself or your body that's negative. Don't put down yourself or others. Instead, affirm beauty and take time to adorn your body and personal space. Walk in nature and inhale the beauty of every part of our wonderful planet. Cherish yourself, and the luminescence within you will glow. Okay, I'll leave that one. And solitude in reverse. Okay. It says, I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. Okay. Too much solitude results in isolation and separation. Now is the moment to get together with friends and join in the merriment. Hiding out will lead to loneliness and negative thinking. Separation at this time isn't a healthy choice. Are you in a situation in which you feel alone? You need to share this, not keep it to yourself. By joining in with others, you'll hear what you need to know, because Spirit finds ways to speak through them without their even knowing it. You have the key to let yourself out of this prison. You are loved and never alone. So it's interesting. It comes by this duality card. It's like you need people to help you through this next phase, but you also do need to be reflective by walking in nature and such. So here's the balance card. You need that balance. That balance is important. And it may feel like a little tug-of-war for a while, but it will be enlightening and enriching nonetheless. I do wish you all the best, Aquarius North Node, and I will see you again next time. Take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.